Everybody always against me. Nobody want to be with me. Not even my boyfriend. He always take the man's side. This should be a podcast because he always take the man's side. 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 Always take the man's side.
And action. Now we're gonna start the podcast right now.
There you go. All right, welcome back, everybody. Cause goddamn, John don't know how the fuck I do nothing.
And action.
Thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. Just keep in tune for the next. We don't know what's gonna be about. Honestly, it's whatever the fuck we feel like when we're drunk and high, or just drunk. So probably more high than drunk. Just know that. But yeah, just feel comfortable to comment all that you like. We want to help you through your process. We want to help you through whatever you're going through. So throw out your comments. You can email us. You can text us. Whatever you guys like. I don't know what. On our website. Go on our website. Whatever you guys like. But just reach out. Let us know what your topics are. We'll talk about it. We'll pick them out and kind of see what we can talk about. But if you guys are feeling like a strong or just a very strong feeling against or something, don't feel bad about reaching out to us. Please reach out. We actually would encourage you to do that. And we're all about mental health. So we're here to talk shit and encourage your mental health. It's a little rough. If you don't like the rough side, then this shit ain't for you. What do you do when your man always takes the man's side and don't take your side?
You don't do shit.
Exactly. You can't do nothing because he's a bitch ass and he always taking over some other dick.
Damn,
like
dude,
as if he be fucking to that dick. But he don't fuck the dick. He don't even get to touch the dick. And he be acting like he protecting it from the world or some shit. Like he ain't like nobody else can get it. Nah. That's fucked up. Like, your man should always take your side no matter what. And then, like, if he really true, then he'll show you the difference between the two options, right?
Amen.
But then he'll always go more towards yours. But nah, this motherfucker want to go towards everybody else's except yours. So that's why I feel in defense. And that's why I feel like I should sometimes punch him in the face. But I won't because I ain't violent like that.
Well, what if you was wrong?
But I ain't wrong because guess what? Because he always talking crap. He always go for the other party.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Welcome to this podcast because that's exactly what we're going to deal with today. This is John, Sean, Alexis. His ass going to go against everything I say, but that's okay because I'm on some cracking. 2 shots already in. Talk your shit, boy.
I don't talk shit. That's not what I'm here for.
Well, you just talk facts, because that ain't the truth either. So what you do?
I don't take sides, is what I don't yourself. Do. I don't take sides. I don't need to introduce. They know who the fuck is talking.
They don't. You haven't introduced yourself. Go ahead. Say who you is.
Ellos saben. El que sabe, sabe. That's it.
El que no sabe, nunca sabrá. Nothing.
Sabrá, sabe.
Moral to the story is, if you're in a relationship and your man manipulative as fuck, but of course you as a bitch, you don't notice, you over here doing everything he tell you to do, right? You over here following all the fucking rules. And then you got this little fucking voice in your head, which it could be your sister, or it could be your mother, or it could be a long lost friend, or both. And it's telling you, bitch, what do you think about this? Or, bitch, do you really think this is right? Or, bitch, if he really fucking like coming in between your shine, what's going on? So you wondering what's going on, right? Because you're really good to this person, but this person is really bad to you. But it's not really showing you the true colors because he's doing it with mind games, right? So it's kind of hard to recognize that when you're in that fucking cycle, especially if you've been in this cycle for 5 to 6 years. So it's really hard to talk about that, right? It's really hard as a sibling to bring this up. So it's important that you talk about it not only with your friends, but with your significant other, so you can get these type of opinions out and really deal with how you're gonna deal with this shit. So John, what do you think?
Well, they gotta figure it out. Poco a poco. Everybody figure it out.
So regardless if you're doing this step by step, it's kind of hard because you had this person in your mind, you have a kid with this person, and at the same time, like, the music's too loud.
You just gotta speak up.
Music's too loud, John. Put the music down.
I will.
Put the music down,
Yeah, but
John.
you gotta speak up though.
Nah, put the music down. I'm yelling.
That's the point. I need you to yell so it can overpower the sound that's going everywhere else.
Nah, bruh. Put the fucking music down.
All right, you're
it's
right.
Not that serious.
It's bopping.
Damn.
You're right. It's bopping.
All the way. There you go. All right, welcome back, everybody. Because goddamn, John don't know how to fucking do nothing. Anyway, so it's kind of hard to recognize these things when you're in that situation. Name. So let's talk about it, guys.
And action.
So we're
gonna start the podcast right now.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about these situations where you're in this situation where you're being manipulated. It's kind of hard to recognize it because you're in that cycle, right? You're in there. You can't figure it out. You really don't even know what's going on. So when it's going on and somebody else kind of brings the light to it, you're like, what the fuck you talking about? But really, you got to wake up. You have to be there and you have to be present of where you're at right now. So let's talk about it, John. Let's talk about these situations.
It's hard
what
for
do
me.
you think? Listen to this question.
What's the question?
What do you think is the best way to approach the situation if it's your sibling, if it's your significant other? Well, probably not your significant other because you're the one doing the damage. But let's say that you are a brother or you are a cousin and you're really close to this person, your other cousin or your brother or sister, whatever it may be, and you see them in this hard situation. What would be your opinion in this situation if you know, even though that they might be going through a hard time, but it's kind of hard for you to even talk about it, and it's kind of hard for them to even say anything. They don't say shit to you. They don't even let you know where you're mentally at. They're just pretending like everything's okay. So how do you bring this up to your significant other or brother or sister or cousin or family member that it's kind of hard to talk about this to, even though you know or you kind of recognize the path that they're going through, but it's kind of hard for you to bring it up. So how do you bring this up?
My approach would be to not bring it up. If you're asking for my personal approach, my approach would be to make the person believe and clean up on aisle 3.
Fuck. Yeah, I just put my drink all over. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah. This is why we don't want to do a drunk podcast. We gotta clean that up before Jay sees it on the podcast.
I'm back, y'all. My bad. I just have to wipe off my little bathrobe. Anyway,
it's got wet.
Back to the topic, John.
What is it wet?
My bathrobe.
Oh, how's your bathrobe?
It's dry now.
We have to take it off.
So, John,
do you have to take it off?
No, I don't. So, John, what do you think about the situation, and how should this person approach it, or how should this person bring this to light to their significant other, brother, sister, or cousin, family member, friend, best friend, whatever it may be, co-worker? What do you think would be the best way to face this? Because it's kind of hard, especially if there are your siblings and you know they're going through some shit, but they don't want to talk about it, or they don't know how to talk about it, or they think that, hey, you're in this phase where I'm okay, you're okay, and everything's fine, but really, bitch, you fucking destroying yourself, huh? Like, what's going on?
My way would be to create the space. So when people are dealing with things, they believe that they're the only ones dealing with it, right?
Correct.
And I can sit there and be like, hey, no, you're not alone. You're not this. You're not that. But the better approach, or a different approach would be to lead by example. So I would probably bring up something that's going on with my relationship, not to compare the struggles, but to create the space where they feel comfortable or more comfortable to perhaps release
some tension.
what they're going through. But as far as like advice, I wouldn't be able to give it from that perspective. Even if they give me more information, I feel like I already have all the information I need, but the advice doesn't come to me still, because at the end of the day, the advice they can only get from themselves to unlock and free themselves, if or make the right decisions to better the relationship, right? They only know. It's only them. So nothing I can say will change that or deter that course. If as long as like we're both on the same knowledge, it's okay with me whatever they decide to do.
Correct.
Like
But
if we're on the same knowledge and like if I say what's going, hey, like, are you comfortable or you're
okay,
not?
but listen to this. Listen to this. What if you are the manipulator, right? And you know all the cards are on your fucking side because you know you're running this shit, right? You know your partner is weak-minded, don't got no backbone, and basically can't really defend themselves, even though you know that they could possibly one day defend themselves, right? They could possibly one day wake up. But listen, if you are the manipulator, do you think you have all these things and all these thoughts in your head? You really wouldn't, because you will know and you would think of what benefits you.
Well, that's normally what humans think about. They don't even think like, I don't even think about it as, I'm a manipulator. But if that's just what people see me as, okay, John, that's fine. They can call me that. But at the end of the day, all I'm looking for is to satisfy myself. And like that's what all humans want. Because like, let's just say Taira's, she's just a human who wants to satisfy herself. But guess what? In order to satisfy herself, she must satisfy her daughter. And that's just like the way her thought process is. But at the end of the day, she still wants to satisfy herself through her daughter. Does that make sense? It's like
100%.
So from her, like we have to understand and see, oh, this kid is not on the same point, is not on the same level of dedication towards this other human being as we would like. That doesn't mean he doesn't love his child. It just doesn't mean he doesn't love her like the way we would appreciate more that he did. Like, hey, I need you to work just as much as we see our daughter working. Like, just to prove to us, like, oh, she is not alone. Because we would hate for her to feel alone. Like, you need to get a job. And if she wants to move somewhere else.
Okay, but John, you're talking about 18 fucking 20-year-olds. We're talking about a fucking 3-year-old. Please. Like, we're talking about a 3-year-old who right now at the moment cannot defend herself.
Her.
Who right now, okay.
I'm talking about Taira.
Correct. Who she has to take care of a toddler. She doesn't have to take care of an 18 or 20-year-old who can get a job. Do you understand what I mean? So you're not really relating.
He can get a job.
Correct. He can get multiple fucking jobs and still get fired from them, which is his fucking history. Anyway, we're talking about a child who we have to care of not only her well-being but also her education, which she cannot get in the Puerto Rico system. And I am so sorry, but the Puerto Rican fucking school system is shit. 100%. And right now, there's kids that are supposed to be in 7th grade, and they're still in 4th grade because of the whole Maria thing, and not only Maria, but also COVID. So everything was been pushed behind. So think of that. Put yourself in that perspective first, right? So think of Taira in her current situation, right? She's currently working probably 12-hour days while her man plays fucking video games most of the day, okay? The baby is in cuido all day until probably 6 or 7 as soon as Taira gets off work. Taira picks her up, comes home, makes food while he's still playing games, while he's still doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. She's taking care of not only the child but also herself, right? So she technically has no time to really deal with herself, only the child and only what the child needs.
But if he was working, it would be different. Like if he
even if he worked like, and he didn't quit when he did, even if he works until 6,
but
right?
Let me explain something real
or
quick.
Until 5. It doesn't matter.
And
this is what I mean, you guys. John will always take somebody else's side before he takes mine.
Somebody else's side.
Or before he even analyzes what the other person's going through.
Because your approach to the situation is non-biased. is biased. So I'm trying to make sure I'm getting a non-biased information. So I'm asking a question to
What's your
verify
question?
your
Be
bias or
direct with your
non-bias.
question.
I am being direct.
Let's go.
So my question is, is it because he's not spending enough time with his daughter, or is it because he's not providing enough for his daughter?
So with those
Which
questions,
of those two do you
it's
feel
both. It's
is
both.
bothering you
It's
more?
It's both, John. It's both.
He's doing both now, but if he was
He's been
providing,
doing both since she was born. She was born
Okay,
on my
but-
birthday, November 9,
Okay, what I'm saying is, okay, babe, listen to me.
2021.
Listen to me. Then.
2021. She's 3 years old now. So, the fact that he's never
Shut
changed.
up, Vera. Shut up, Vera.
Sorry, Vera. But
Shut up,
your
Vera.
dad has never changed a
We
diaper
are
on your
not
ass ever.
Ju-
It's always in either me or your mom. Your dad has probably never changed your diaper, which is very fucking sad to say on this podcast. But he's probably changed it once or twice in your lifetime. Okay?
That's
I
the
just
same
want
thing.
you to know that. Period. If
The
I have a
world-
child with you, I hope you know you're going to be changing some motherfucking diapers,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If
You're going to
if
take
you
some
ask
part
the world,
into
if you
this,
ask the world,
motherfucker.
if you ask the world, does John do the dishes? The world is most likely gonna tell you no. But guess what? I have done dishes. But guess what? The whole world thinks he don't do no motherfucking dishes. That motherfucker.
You don't do enough. That's the fucking problem.
That's what
You
I'm
don't
saying.
do
So, like,
enough.
as a
Because
father,
you
he's
think
not
doing it
enough.
once
That's
a
what I'm
week
saying.
is enough, and it's really not, bro. Like the
not.
fact of the fucking shit that we have to deal with every fucking day,
Mhm.
just to keep the house the way it is, just to keep the things the way you like it, right? The
Mhm.
way that you like it specifically as well is what? Having clean clothes, making sure you got clothes for the week, making sure you got food for the week, making sure
Mhm.
that Cat, which is Benny, we'll introduce him in a little bit. Making sure his fucking litter's clean and shit like that. That way he fucking shits in a comfortable place. Because I'm sure as fuck, you wouldn't like to shit in a place that's already shit up. Because guess what? The only motherfucker that clean his poop is me, bitch. Me. You don't clean his fucking poop. Anyway, that's a whole different story we'll talk about later. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about perspective and helping your sibling or significant other in a situation that it's hard for them to notice. So,
Things that are out of your control and things that are in your control. That's all I'm saying.
Correct.
That's all I'm gonna say about that whole
Correct.
situation.
Correct.
About the whole
Correct.
situation. If you're gonna wrap it up like that, the whole situation is what is in your control. The relationship, no, not at all.
no.
Your
It's
approach, the only relationship that you have control over is between
It's with
you.
yourself.
No, listen. The only relationship or connection to that relationship that you have control is your relationship toward your sister, and that's all I'm clarifying.
Correct.
Okay,
So-
and your energy is what you have control over. Your energy towards your relationship to your sister can either be a negative or a positive. And you can decide it as a positive disguised with negative thoughts or negative intentions, but you have to be able and watch your approach. That's all I'm saying.
Correct. So, side note, so everybody kind of understands my situation. So, I came from a very, before John, of course, or Alexis. Before his ass, I came from a very toxic relationship. Not good for your mental health. Definitely not good for your physical health. To the point where it affects you in every aspect of your life, work, the decisions you make within your life, the decisions you make with your family, things like that. It affected everything. So, which is why I think it's very important you surround yourself with people who you know and who you believe will give you good energy back, because your energy is very important to who you deliver it to or who you choose to share it with. So, which is another reason why I spend most of my time with John, because John, as you are listening to us now, he's a very logical person, and he's more about facts, which also pushes me to think that he is always going for the other team when really he's trying to gather all the knowledge from all sides so he can make a good decision at the end. That being said,
Not even necessarily good, just
just
a more complete
a
I'm looking
more
for a
non-biased
a
opinion,
complete
basically.
picture. I want a complete picture
He wants
as
a complete
possible.
picture. Which you guys will notice pretty much when we are going through these options or going through these scenarios. He's gonna ask a lot of questions, and I'm gonna be in defense automatically because I'm already thinking he's against me. When really he's probably most likely not, but just kind of ignore me at the moment during those feelings. But anyway, um, so we're trying to figure out what is the best way to approach my sister in this situation, because even though I have gone through this manipulating stage with an ex partner of mine who is not in a good situation himself, you learn a lot, correct? So there's things that you want to point out to your sibling. There's things that you want to help them through, even though they don't speak about it. So it's very hard to approach these things to someone who is so deep into that manipulation stage where it's kind of hard for you to deliver that message. So John is here to help us not only choose the right words to say in these situations, but also think of the right things to say and think of what is going to benefit you in that long run, because it's very important that we think about that. Your future and what the decisions that you make now, right now, today, in this moment, is very important, and it's going to reflect in your future. So I want to prevent my sister from going through these things, and I want to prevent her from pretty much being manipulated by a fucking asshole. I'm sorry, but you may play a great part in being a good person, but I can see straight through you. You are a dick, bro. And like, people like you, even though I feel very strongly that you shouldn't exist in this world, without you, we really wouldn't evolve, right? We really wouldn't learn the things that we know now, and we really wouldn't grow that backbone that we have now. So in a way, we thank you, but in another way, fuck you. So, John, what is your best suggestion in how I should approach my sister in this situation? Even though I've gone through it myself, it was 3 months, but hey, she's been in this shit for 5 years or more than I can think of. So it's kind of hard to bring these things to her.
First of all, I would
still be positive in a way, because I know she has that strength in her.
I would ask you to, the way I would start it would be, I would ask you to reflect on your perspective on her relationship. So just by the words you're choosing to describe it, it makes me think that you feel like she is somehow trapped.
Yes.
So just from that, it's like, that's already a point of view.
Correct.
So it's like, that's already a point of view. So like, when you're asking me, it's kind of like, all right, you're trying to emphasize if she's already trapped. So I can't assume.
No. I already know she's trapped. We're past that. I want you to help us kind of understand how to approach the situation to your sibling.
So that's what I'm trying to explain to you.
When you know that they are trapped. Put this volume down. It's not working, John.
So what I'm saying is,
this is not the vibe right now at all.
I don't know what this did.
You should have kept it where it was. This is
not
it.
Relax.
Okay, cool.
I don't know that you're understanding. Like, how do you know? How would I know that that's a fact?
What's the fact?
Like the situation that you're saying.
About what?
About her situation, that she's already trapped.
I've witnessed it myself.
Okay.
With my own eyes. I have witnessed things that I have been in these situations.
Okay, so then if she's already trapped, then I technically, if I'm going to go by experience, I technically don't have an input from that angle. So I cannot necessarily comment. So it makes it easier for me to go back to, okay, what if she's not technically caught? Like, let's approach it as if she still has the power and the power hasn't been taken away from her.
So the reason why
I can't
listen.
I can't speak because I don't know. I never been in that situation.
So the reason why I'm mainly speaking into this topic is because I have been in this situation where this person was so manipulative. This person took so much advantage of me and the situation that I was in. And They took it so far to the point where I put everything in my name. It's kind of weird. I don't hear myself anymore. What's going on?
You don't hear yourself?
Did you mute me?
No.
What are you doing?
I put the volume down the monitor one.
No, I don't like that.
Can you hear me now?
No, I can't even hear myself.
Oh, wait, what?
The hell's going on? Oh.
The cable.
Oh. It's the cable, you guys. Sorry.
All right, what about now? Can
I'm
you hear
good.
yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. So, the fact that I'm not going to say that John hasn't gone through these things and that's why he's not good enough to be in this conversation. That's not what I'm saying. John still has a lot of good opinions that can help us.
Don't explain yourself. Just keep going.
Correct. So, I have been through a lot of experiences as far as manipulation and like a person who's just doesn't have the best interest in you. And I'm sure you have gone through that, or you have gone through someone, or you have been with someone.
Yeah, we call those no buenos.
No buenos. You have gone through those no buenos that are just no bueno for you, bro. You know they ain't good for you. You know deep down at the end of the day, like, dang, this person got some fucking red flags that they're just not good for me. And, you know, you can mask it. You can go through it for years, so many years that you can play yourself. But John and I are here to inform you that you don't have to play yourself. You don't have to play that part. You don't have to put yourself through that. You really don't have to. Because guess what? Your peace of mind is way more important, way more valuable than what you're going through right now in this moment for somebody else, not even for yourself. You're putting yourself through this for somebody else.
Some people,
that somebody else could be a small child. That somebody else could be someone who is highly dependent on you, which I completely and 100% understand. But you cannot jeopardize yourself and your mental peace, not only for that person, but to make it better for your other little person who is also depending on you.
do you feel like that's sometimes a sacrifice that parents make?
100%. 100,000%. I feel like that is a sacrifice that us as mothers, us as DTs, as like those long lost cousins who really care for their cousins, or first cousin, second cousin, whatever fuck it may be, whatever person that you fucking care for 100%, and it may be your best friend, it may be someone you don't even know, it may be someone who is not blood related to you, but you 100% feel this full emotion to protect them or to help them through this journey. And I think it's important that you put yourself in their shoes so you kind of understand what to say. You kind of understand what to advise, which is why you're not so 100% in that defense mode of this is what I would do, because we all know what you would do. You all know what you would do in this situation, right? But once you're in that situation, it's kind of hard. And it's very hard to take those same actions that you will advise to someone else to take them for yourself. And so it's very important that you analyze the situation very carefully, very, very carefully, especially if it's another little human who is included, who has no voice to defend themselves. And they have no voice to say or to defend what they are absorbing and the environment that they are in, because they have no choice at all of where they're at, what they're absorbing, what they're analyzing, what they're learning, all of that. So regardless or not of where you wanted to accept it or not, if this person and this little person is in a bad situation and you're pretending like it's not, this little person is going through that. And they're not pretending, they're going through all of that. They're feeling all of these emotions. Your significant others, yours, the person that are outside, they're feeling all of this. So it's very important that you take this little person that you are taking care of, take their feelings into consideration, because they are a sponge right now. They are absorbing everything that you are absorbing, including your partner as well. So it's very important that you think of what they're going through and put yourself in their shoes if you're a 3, if you're 4, if you're 5, 6, 7, or 8, or 10, regardless. And I know 10, you have a little bit more knowledge, but regardless, you feel things more intense. And I can feel that through my nephew who's 10 years old. You know, when his dad was gone for years, and he was gone because of the military, and it's just things that you have to go through, you know? And I pictured him being heartbroken that his dad wasn't there for him for his birthday, for Christmas, for Valentine's Day, whatever the fucking holiday may be. So it's just very important that we put ourselves in our children's or nieces or nephews' shoes and really put yourself there and think of everything that they are absorbing at the moment. Because even though you are being manipulative, the person that's manipulating you is also manipulating that little person as well. Because that little person absorbs everything that you're going through, every single thing. And this is what sets their life. So it's very important that you make these decisions and you make them very rationally, because they can deal with this for the rest of their lives. And so it's just very nerve-wracking when you think about it that way, because they're not even thinking about it that way. They're not even thinking about this could affect me all my whole life, because remember, they're going day by day. So whatever you put on their table is what it is. So I want to help you guys get through this hurt and get through this manipulation that you're going through, because it's something that I went through that I didn't notice until I was 3 months in. And it even got the DEA in my situation. I had to get a lawyer in my situation. So I want to help you guys, whoever is listening, really, to help you get through this situation. And you feel the emotion in my voice, because I am feeling this emotion right now. I'm living through it right now. And honestly, what I'm feeling right now, I wouldn't want you to feel either. So I want to help whoever I can to avoid the mistakes that I made. My sister, whoever it may be that's close to me, I want to help you avoid the mistakes that you can make that could help, that could make you pay really hard. Really, really hard. And it could be mentally, it could be physically, however it may be. But I'm paying it now with my current relationship that I've noticed now that's very healthy for me. And I don't know, and I realized I didn't know what a healthy relationship is. So it's very important you guys realize when you have someone in front of you that's good, it's kind of hard to recognize that when you're in a very dark place, when you're in a healing phase as well. And this person is here to help you heal, but you don't know that, you know? And I'm always saying how John is against me, but at the end of the day, John is kind of with me at all times. And, you know, even though I'm talking shit, and yeah, I love to talk shit.
Stay talking shit.
But John, at the end of the day, is here to help me and here to clarify things for me.
Who else is gonna fucking be checking all these tres leches that you're making, right? And
I'm making tres leches, y'all. So if y'all want some, let me know.
I have to try it. I have to make sure they're good. I have to check on the quality,
Correct.
check on the tastes, consistencies. I have to check all these aspects of tres leches. The whipped cream, too much whipped cream, not enough.
Yeah. So you
all new recipes with the coquito.
At the end of the day, you all need a John. Okay, you all need a John that's gonna help you kind of understand the logics of everything, and kind of help you see everything that's going on around you, because you're very tunnel vision at the moment. And being tunnel vision can be good, but it can also be bad. Not only for yourself, but also for your partner or whoever is included, which is the little one, if you have a little one included. So it's very important not only to see the tunnel vision, but to also understand your partner and your little person's tunnel vision as well. It could affect them longer than you can think of. I am a project of that. Even though my mother was a great mother, she was there for me 100%. Even though I saw her as a father and a mother, I never actually had that father figure. even though I had a stepfather.
It's like when something pinches you, something pinches your skin, all your attention goes to that part of your body.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing with emotions. Like as soon as something triggers like an anger, all your energy goes to that emotion.
Yeah, it goes towards
And
that
so
pinch.
it puts like these
Excuse me, yo.
these like side panels or these like it puts on these goggles where
Tunnel
you can
vision.
only these
It's
tunnel
just
vision.
tunnel vision,
Yeah,
baby.
you can see this tunnel vision where
Yeah.
it's like one specific emotion and you're only seeing
And that's it. That's
through
all you're
those
running on.
goggles. You only seeing through those small goggles, and it's like once you're able to recognize, oh wait, this is an emotion goggles on. I have my emotions goggles on. Oh, these are good to use. Let me take them off. Oh, put them back on.
Correct.
Take them off.
Yeah.
Put them back on, and then do with the 50-50 as you must.
Yeah.
And sometimes, most likely, more times than not, then like that emotion is necessary, but it's not the right choice or not gonna lead you to the right action.
But it's necessary to go through.
At least not
I
the
want
first
to
emotion.
advise
Not
that
the first
to you.
emotion, because the second emotion can help.
Correct,
Like, you'd be
babe.
like,
But listen,
"Ah."
I want you guys to acknowledge and almost like encourage that feeling to come on. You want to feel that. You want to feel that feeling because you want to heal through it. Once you feel it, you're going to be able to heal through it. Not only can you heal through it, but once you heal fully, you'll be able to endorse and embrace other feelings that are going to help you grow. They're going to help you build on to who you already are and help you fucking be the person that you want to be in the future, which is important that you make these mistakes, which is important why you have to feel every emotion that you feel. Don't ignore that. If you're ignoring it, you're ignoring yourself. You're ignoring who you truly are within yourself. You can't do that to yourself.
Yeah.
You have to show yourself who you are. If you feel like crying that day, fucking cry. If you feel like fucking yelling that day, fucking yell. Let that shit out. As long as you let it out, as long as you physically see it coming out of yourself, trust me that you will feel better about yourself and about the decisions that you're making for yourself in the future. So, which is why I say journaling is very important.
Yeah. With one of the with emotions, I feel it's like the same thing with a regular intelligence, right? There's a intelligence and then there's like a wisdom.
Yeah.
So you have these skills or this capability from the knowledge that you have acquired, but then it's like, oh, applying it and knowing when to apply and when not to.
It's the applying part. It's the applying
It's
part.
the same
That's
thing
the hardest part.
with the emotions.
Because trust me, I can read a bunch of books. I can hear a whole bunch of audibles. I can fucking go to all these fucking stand-up people that do these stand-ups and they give all these advice and things like that. But it's to the point where you start to apply it for yourself. That's when you start to see the change. And it depends on what you're hearing. It depends on what you're acknowledging, right? If you're acknowledging positivity and you put that positivity towards your actions, towards what you make every day, then your path will change. But if you're negative all the time and you're seeing things in a negative way, or if you're feeling somewhat negative and you're just going to follow that negative feeling because it just feels good, that's when you start things fucking up. That's
Most
when
times,
you start
most
seeing
times
things
you don't
like,
even know why.
yeah, and you start feeling like, why is this happening? Why is this? Because
why are
you
you
took
going
that first
towards that?
decision. You took that first decision to fucking be lazy or to just not give a fuck that day. And I'm not saying like be on your 100%. We all know you're a human. You know, you can be lazy one day. You could do all this one day or whatever it may be, but you have to have a balance. You have to have.
But even with a balance, like you have to. You can understand that you're not gonna be at the same level every day, or you're not gonna be naturally at that level. But you have to be able to
acknowledge that.
Acknowledge that you're not at that level, and then acknowledge of what level you're willing to accept. So let's say I don't want to get up early. Okay, but what level of late am I willing to accept? Am I just gonna sleep in all day, or am I gonna wake
show
up.
up to work 10 minutes late.
Yeah, am I just gonna be late a little bit? It's like, all right, well, I'm gonna be late a little bit, so fuck it.
Yeah. So you kind of have to accept the consequences to your decisions as early as you wake up. So that can change your day 100,000%. If you wake up at 6 a.m. and you decide to make your coffee and, make your partner's lunch, that will cut off half the day that when they have to wake up. At least they'll have a little bit more sleep. But you'll be already up. Excuse me. You'll already be up and you already have their coffee, their lunch, and everything made. The only thing they gotta do, is get dressed. So from there, you
And fuck you.
automatically what?
They just gotta get dressed and fuck you.
Ooh. Sorry, y'all. I had to drink some water because I was thirsty. But yeah, you just gotta get up and fuck them. Nah, but get up, start your day, and if you can,
Get back on the
meditate.
bed
If
and
you
just
can,
suck his dick.
if you can, suck his dick. Or if you can, write out on your journal and think about the things that you want to do for the day. Think about the things that you want to accomplish for
Think
the
about
day.
the positions you want to be in.
Think about the positions that you want to be in when his dick is going
No,
inside
in
you.
life, like
that
the
too.
positions in life
Think about the things.
and the goals, where you see yourself.
Think about the things. Yeah. Think about the positions that you're being for the day. It's gonna be doggy style all night. Anyway, obviously you can be in doggy style during the day at work. You gotta be a professional bitch. So you gotta put your professional bitch face on, motherfucker. So there's a lot of things that you gotta play. There's a lot of
Go
cards.
into her office so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, come, daddy, just come to my office.
So you guys.
You don't want to see me in action.
Anyway, there's a lot of hats that
Knowing
you have to
damn
put
well
on.
there's curtains and that should be open.
Anyway, listen, there's
I
a
will
lot.
bend you over right on top of that motherfucking shit.
John, relax. So there's a lot of hats that you have to wear throughout the day, right? If you're a mom, you have to wear your mom hat. If you're going to be the girlfriend for that moment to suck his dick, then you have to put on the hat to suck his dick, right? The same if you're going to be the manager of the store. You have to put on the hat to be the manager of the store and run however many people that you have on your roster. The same if you are a daycare giver and you have to take care of 8 people for the day and you have to clean out their shit all day, right? And you have to bathe them and you have to do all of that. So these are things that you already have to play. It's all about not only the time that you're giving to these people and the energy that you're giving to them, but the purpose. What is the purpose of you doing this? Why am I doing this? You have to ask yourself these things, because if you don't ask yourself these things, you're going to go crazy. Why am I a nurse? Why am I a doctor? Why am I a lawyer? Why the fuck am I an astronaut? Why the fuck am I a customer service giving person? Why am I doing this?
Why am I a fucking pocatero?
Why are you a podcast dude? Why are you a mailman?
What?
Why?
Why? Oh, why am I a mailman?
Why are you a mailman? So,
Dude,
because he gets free snacks.
Job.
The fuck?
It's a sexy ass job.
It's sexy as fuck. He delivered my
I
package.
get hella hoes.
Damn.
I get hella hoes. Everybody like a man in uniform.
But listen, it's the same with these doctors. Like, why are you giving me an ass? So my ass can look bigger and I can make more money on fucking OnlyFans.
All I gotta do is put this little needle and you give me $1,500.
Anyway.
Every time I put this little needle in your booty.
Why am I a veterinarian? And I know I said that word very long because it's a long fucking word. But why are you a veterinarian?
Because they want to kill pets, but without being in trouble. No, because
you want to help pets. You want to help pets from their. Some people want to kill pets. They're into that shit. But hey, they only live in Minnesota or fucking Kansas. So you're fine. We're in Florida. Listen. If you're not in Florida, you're fucked. Good luck to you, my friend. Good luck, Bob. Anyway, listen. I think that we need to keep sight on the on the positive thing, which is always putting yourself in the other person's shoe, right? And I think once you truly master that you're in that other person's shoe, then you can relate more. Then you can give more advice to them. Then you can, you know, help them throughout their journey a little bit more. And the journey could be tough, or the journey could deal with a lot of dick sucking. And trust me, dick sucking ain't fun if you do it on a 24/7. It ain't fun, bitch. I know your mouth hurt. But anyway, listen. Get through it, bitch. You gotta make that money. And it's the same thing I tell everybody. Not only do you gotta make that money, but you also gotta take care of your mental health. If your mental health ain't at 100%, like if you out here fucking struggling, making probably $16 an hour if you fucking add it all up, and you could be making $2,000 in a fucking weekend, bitch, get your money up and not your funny up. You gonna post this podcast, right? I hope you. It's not recording.
It's recording.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, all y'all that are listening, I'm glad y'all listening. I'm really happy. This the fucking Bueno Days fucking podcast. Y'all probably not listening this far, but just know if you are, thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. Just keep in tune for the next fucking season or episode that's coming out. We don't know what's gonna be about. Honestly, it's whatever the fuck we feel like when we're drunk and high, or just drunk. So probably more high than drunk. Just know that. But yeah, just feel comfortable to comment all that you like. We want to help you through your process. We want to help you through whatever you're going through. So throw out your comments. You can email us. You can text us, whatever you guys like. I don't know what.
Visit our website.
On our website. Go on our website. Whatever you guys like. But just reach out. Let us know what your topics are. We'll talk about it. We'll pick them out and kind of see what we can talk about. But if you guys are feeling like a strong or, just a very strong feeling against or something, don't feel bad about reaching out to us. Please reach out. We actually would encourage you to do that. And we're all about mental health. So we're here to talk shit and encourage your mental health. It's a little rough. If you don't like the rough side, then this shit ain't for you. But y'all have a good night. Have some good dick sucking. Because I know I will. And yeah, y'all have a good night. Bye. Baby, that's good. Is this recording still? Hello? I just want to get on here, and I would like to talk about a few things that I've been going through with my relationship with John. So if you listen up, I would really appreciate if you listen. If you don't listen, it's okay. I'm not going to judge you. This is a completely judge-free environment. John's eating an ice cream cone right now, and it's 12:25. So don't feel bad about yourself if you're eating a full jar of Nutella. I feel you, bitch. I've been there. I just want to talk about some reflecting things about my relationship with John. I think he's an amazing person, and I can't talk about him unless I have some emotions, and that's simply because he might be doing the right thing, right? I'm good. But I am a person who is a victim of a lot of things, right? I'm not sure if you are, but I am a victim of
Survivor.
I am a survivor. I gone through a lot of experiences that will make you question a lot about yourself and your sanity and your survival mode. And John, even though he has triggered a few things about that, it's also helped me heal a lot. And I've noticed that the things that trigger me with him are opportunities to heal. And I don't want you to take things out on the things that he believes, or he, she. It may be a she for you guys. It may be a he. It may be an it. It may be a fucking cat for all I fucking know. But just know that this,
Buenos Days does not condone fucking cats.
he's rude. But I do. Just know that cats are just like dogs, and they feel just as much as emotions as dogs do. They're trained very easily, as dogs are as well. So don't think cats are dumb. Actually, cats are kind of above you if you really think about it. But we're not going to go into that situation right now. We can have a whole podcast about it. You guys just comment down below and let us know if you want to talk about it, and we'll talk about it. But right now, at the moment, it's pretty much more about human experience. So, as far as human experiences with John, it has been a great human experience. Not only because I have noticed a lot of things about myself, but because I have healed a lot of things about myself. If you're currently in a relationship where you're not really healing yourself, and yes, we all understand how you can heal on your own. We get it, bitch. You're a bad bitch. You can heal on your own. You got this. But there's a lot of reflecting things that you can face with your partner that can help you kind of reflect on yourself and kind of understand a little bit more about yourself. So you
It's
gotta,
like healing. You still heal yourself.
yeah,
It's just with outside tools.
correct. So you gotta, I'm not saying you have to view your partner as your mirror, but in a way, you do choose who you choose, right? So your chosen person has some type of characteristics about yourself. Regardless if they are noble, regardless if they are considerate in something that you're not being at the moment, that person is who you future want to be, or maybe who you were before. Whatever it may be, you're still reflecting on this person. So reflecting on this person, you're seeing them as a mirror, and you're seeing yourself, and you're seeing yourself getting mad, and you're seeing yourself getting triggered. And these are things that you just simply have to acknowledge and face, right? You have to face these things. And that's what I feel relationships give you, right? A lot of mirror reflections, a lot of, dang, could this be myself? Is this why I chose this person? But you can't think about that. You gotta think of the things that, what is this person teaching me? What am I acknowledging from this person? If this person is giving me a more positive way to look at things, then that's what I will take from them.
What are you afraid of?
Yeah, if this person's showing me what I am most afraid of, if it's afraid to say that, hey, I don't take lightly all of your comments about X and Y. And X and Y could be about, I don't know, politicians. It could be about the well-being of Earth. It could be about so many different things, but you have to keep a common knowledge between both of you that this is what we truly want. Even though, yes, I want to protect the Earth, and yes, you want to protect fucking, I don't know, aliens, or continuing to make t-shirts that waste a lot of plastic to make. That's okay if we both believe in it, right? But you have to acknowledge the fact that if you don't have at least one or two, maybe three common things with the person that you're sharing your life with, then maybe you should come into an agreement like, damn, is this person really right for me? Regardless if I have a child with them, regardless if I have, all the history for them, are they right for me? So if this person is right for you, will you still be asking yourself, is this person right for me? Will you still be asking yourself, would this person help me in this situation? Because I feel at this stage, let's say you're 3 years in, let's say you're 4, 2, 1 year in, you should already know if this person is at least 2, 3, or 4% in with you, regardless of your opinion, regardless of your idea. You should know. So it's important you ask yourself, is this person gonna be there for me in the long run? Because I can tell you that John, mine personally, will most likely be there for me. And it took me so long. It took me so many years to get to this acknowledgement, to get into this mindset of this is my person, this is who's going to help me really get through not only my things, but I can help him get through his. Because I've experienced that way before I met him. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you have to sit here and say, oh, I'm better than you because I did it before you. That's not the purpose. Your purpose is to teach them what you already know. Your purpose is to help them. Not to tell them what to do, but to help them get through that. Because you've been through it yourself. And so from this podcast, from this listening that you're taking your time to listen us from, I want you to really take from us that your person is there for you. You just have to kind of see what they're seeing as well. Not only what they're seeing for themselves, but what they're seeing for you too. And then from there, you kind of combine what you got to do. You kind of like make the decision of what you have to do, not only for yourself, but also for your friend, for your mate, for your dick friend, your vagina friend, or your marriage friend, or your forever partner. Think of them, but also think of you as well. And if you have a little one, of course, put them first, above yourself. Be a parent, be a mom before yourself. Because as soon as you decide to have someone else in your life, you have to take that responsibility, regardless if you like it or not. You have to be a mom first. You have to be a dad first. Because that little human you brought onto the earth, they depend on you, motherfucker, and nobody else. I leave you guys with the most positive note that I can leave. And I hope you hear it in my voice. And I hope you know that if you guys need help with anything, you can always reach out to John and I. Because we're going through this shit the same as y'all, motherfuckers. And we're just here to help y'all too. Shit. Logging out. My name is Laura. If you want to know more, just listen more. And you know more about me and John. Good night, guys.
Said best. You want to know more, listen more. Adios. Fuímonos. That one, write that one down, baby.